Hello teacher, thank you so much for deciding to check this video out. And in this video, we are going to learn the roles of teacher in teaching using educational technology. Okay, so first question is this one. What is your definition of educational technology? Okay, maybe for you this term, educational technology, is just simple, but let us define it in a very simple way. Educational technology is just simply a process of integrating technology into your educational process. One example for this educational technology is the whiteboards, laptops, anything that we can use in that teaching learning process. Okay, again, educational technology is integrating technology into the educational process. Okay, so what common educational technology are you using in the classroom? Okay, if we may recall our classroom setting in CBSE, so what were the educational technology used by your teachers or you used during reporting or when you are presenting? Okay, well, maybe we have used laptops, DLPs, right? Projectors. Okay, so and when we use projectors, laptops, of course, what do we show our students? We use videos, right? So next question, does the use of those technology aid student learning? What do you think? Yes or no? Do they aid in the student learning? Yes, of course. Okay, so technologies are made not just for display purposes, but it is made for us teachers, for our students, to help them in their learning. So in what way could those technology aid the student learning? Well, of course, first and foremost, technologies can sustain the interest of the learners. If we compare it when we just use books or when we just use the chalkboard, when we write on the chalkboard when discussing, but when we compare it when we use PowerPoint presentations, the students' interests are really sustained all throughout the discussion, all throughout the lesson. So that's just one way that the technology can aid the student learning. So we have a statement here. In the classroom, the teacher is what? Okay, so we are not talking about the roles of the teacher inside the classroom. So inside the classroom, a teacher is what? A media planner. She or you could be a media planner. You as a teacher is a designer. You as a teacher is a developer or a maker. You as a teacher is an implementer. And your last role as a teacher is you are an evaluator. So we have basically 5 roles. Okay, as a teacher inside a classroom, a teacher who incorporates educational technology inside the classroom. So first role of a teacher is being a planner. So as a teacher, we must plan every unit of instruction and learning, always providing for the use of educational materials when teaching the individual or group of learners. So what do we plan? First and foremost, we plan or we create lesson plans, right? What else do we plan? So inside the lesson plan, in the procedure, again and again, we plan about the activities that we are going to give to our learners, which activities that are actually or that could actually help us achieve our objectives, of course. So in planning, we plan what the activities, including the materials, educational materials, instructional materials that we can use in teaching the lesson. Okay, let's say for example, again, you are handling science. Paulit-ulit na lang itong science. And your lesson is about volcanoes. Okay, so when you are a planner, you plan of what are those instructional materials that you will use in delivering your lesson. So you might think of, you may plan of using of what? PowerPoint presentations and mock-ups. Okay, mock-ups. So that is plan. You are a planner by thinking of the instructional materials that you are going to use. Next is you as a teacher is a designer. So you design the contents of every instructional material as planned based on a specific unit of instruction and learning previously determined. So you are already done planning that you planned of using PowerPoint presentation and mock-ups. Mock-up of a volcano. So now you design. Okay, so you think of how are you going to create your PPT? What is the content of your PowerPoint presentation? Are you gonna make it colorful, or are you just gonna observe being a minimalist, simple? Okay, simple but concise, and brief and concise. Or are you going to use cartoons, moving objects in creating your PowerPoint presentation? So you design what is the content of your instructional material. Also, you decide of how is your mock-up of a volcano going to look like. So that you design. So first role of a teacher in incorporating educational technology is you plan. You as a teacher is a planner. Next is you are a designer. So third role of a teacher is you are a creator. You now create or develop in their real formats the instructional media that are required for a particular teaching learning unit as planned and designed earlier. So you planned of using PowerPoint presentation and mock-up. You decided how to, what are the contents of your PowerPoint presentation and how would your mock-up would look like. Now you are going to create because you are a developer, you are a creator. You as a teacher is very creative. So teachers must be very creative, must be very innovative in a way that you make use of your resources, available resources, okay? So you now create your instructional material. Next is you. Of course, you are not just going to make it. You need to make use of it because you as a teacher is an implementer. So you test, you use the instructional material in the process of instruction and learning. Every educational material that has been created based on what was planned and subsequently designed and developed. Okay, so you are now going to use the instructional material that you have made. You are going to implement it. So you are called as an implementer. Okay? So last role of a teacher in a classroom wherein you incorporate educational technology is you are an evaluator. So you evaluate the what? We are not talking about evaluating our students here. What you're going to evaluate is the instructional material itself. The instructional material that you have made, whether if it is effective or not, if it had helped you achieve your learning objectives at the end of the day. Okay, so you evaluate the effectiveness of the methodology, the techniques and procedures that use every media type included in the process and see which produces the intended results. So if you have observed, after your evaluation, if you have observed that the instructional material you made had helped you achieve your learning goal, then you may conclude that it is very effective and you may use it over and over again the next day. Oh, well, it doesn't mean that you will use only one instructional media, but it is proven, you have already proven that the instructional material you have developed as a teacher is an effective tool for delivering your lesson. Okay, so as a whole, to generalize our topic for this one, so we have here in an acronym PDQ. So Q, not letter Q, but Q like CUE. So let us always remember the 5 roles of a teacher in the classroom using educational technology. So first is the letter P, which is for plan for the lesson, instructional media and methods. D is for design. You design the contents of your IMs. C is for creating your instructional media. U is for utilizing or using, okay? And E is for evaluating. Again, P for planning, D for designing, C for creating, U for utilizing, and E for evaluating. PDQ. Okay, I hope you have learned something from this video. Again, this video is all about the roles of teacher inside the classroom using educational technology. Again, we have P, plan, D, design, C, create, U, utilize, and E for evaluate. Okay, thank you so much, teachers. Bye.